Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Master here back with another video. I'm here just chilling, recording part 5 of What If Naruto Hacking Rinnegan. So the last part we went off the first part of the exams, a little introduction to Zabuto Haku, and the sports of Beth. This time we get into the preliminary rounds of the junior exams. Without any further ado, let's get into it. So me and this whole explaining the rules, here's supervising, and now we're about to go into the fights. First fight up, Sasuke versus that fighter. It goes the same way as in canon. Next fight up is the fight Zabu versus Shino Aburaba. This fight, it goes essentially the same as in canon also. Not really changes. Shino still passes on to the next round. Bro. Still not really changes here. That fight also goes the same as in canon. Now we actually get into the first change. This is Sakura versus Eeno. Now, hearing this one, y'all heard the amount of training that Sakura have been getting. It's been more intense, especially for her training from Unko and Kurenai. Two highly skilled Koronichi, and what the strength that Sakura have gathered. Now, she would blitz basically. She would destroy Eeno, like with no hesitation, no problem whatsoever. Still putting her head on her forehead as for sec, and a sign that she's going to become a real ninja. As a sign that she's going to become a real ninja, I guess. And are the odds Sakura actually wins this fight? Tenten versus Tamari. Now, this Tenten still gets whooped, and Tamari obliterates Tenten, causing Tamari to move on to the next round. Like this fight always made me feel sad, cause you think Tenten will be powerful, but nah, she's strong, but she just get whooped by Tamari like with no hesitation. She got her back broke, her back that blew out. They blew out her back. Tamari was a backbender. Change happened. Naruto Uzumaki or Naruto Namikaze versus Kiba and Izuku. Now how this fight proceeds, Naruto being not on the same level as he, but Kiba being eternally weak compared to Naruto, where Naruto activating Sage Mode in comparison with his Rinnegan, wanting to end this fight fast, and he simply just uses almighty push towards Kiba, knocking him out, like destroying him. But Kiba still somehow managed to stay awake, and that was a shadow clone. And Naruto didn't even know that Kiba could even use that technique. And Kiba tries to use the pain over pain against Naruto, but it doesn't work. Naruto's able to dodge, and he catches both of them, dropping and hitting them both, slamming them in the ground, causing Kiba a forfeit, and Naruto gets to move on to the next round. Next fight, Neji Hyuga versus Hinata Hyuga. Hinata, yeah, she's a lot stronger here, and she seems to have a relationship with Naruto, but she's still timid. And Neji doesn't have that feel about hate. He actually treats Hinata properly, and it's actually a fight between equals. Now, who will come out on top? Well, who would come out on top here? Against all odds, I still believe Neji would come out on the top of this fight. Still being a prodigy of the Hyuga clan, Neji gets to move on to the next round. Now, Gaara versus Locklear Konoha. Now, this fight, it still goes the same as Naruto with Rock Lee getting his back and leg broken. And guys still have to intervene for Gaara not to kill Rock Lee. With Rock Lee knocked out, we move on to the last and final fight. Last and final fight of the Journey exams. Or at least the preliminary. Dotu versus I forgot Shoji. And that fight goes the same as it can also. With the participants chosen to move on, we get into the month time skip. And they all go over it. And also, he trains harder here ever did before. Still practicing up more Sage mode. And like the Rinnegan, Eeno tries to attempt to teach him the flying Rajan. And it took a long time, but Naruto's able to get it down. Even though he has massive amounts of chakra, it still drains him a lot. So he can only teleport about 10 times a day. So chakra won't be so involved. But he can push it further. If need be, he could push it further. As everybody else have been training like crazy too. And Sabo, she decides to learn some medical then. During her month, just in case. And Sasuke going all out, even to push his shotgun to defeat Samoa. Pushing his shotgun to defeat Samoa, training even harder, close to the verge of unlocking the Mangekyo. And then it's after that the eternal Mangekyo, not having to trade eyes and not having right out going blind. Even Kakashi is able to keep up with his students to train them properly. He even decides to train so his students don't feel like he can beat anyone and get overconfident in their skills, since the world out there is still dangerous. Now the second, more dangerous. Now the first fight, now we get into the actual journey exams, the finals. With your Kazekage actually being Orochimaru's precise there. Actually, no, that wouldn't happen here. That wouldn't actually happen here since Orochimaru was extremely injured when he tries to go up against Team 7. But the first fight here, Naruto versus Dotu still ends up getting killed by Dotu still ends up getting murked by Gaara. So that's not a problem. But Naruto versus Neji. Who will win this battle? Dojutsu versus Dojutsu. Now, Naruto, he actually had a hard time dealing with Neji rotation and techniques, and Neji rotation somehow managed to push away the almighty pusher. That's not really effective. Even though Naruto had a hard time, I still believe Naruto will come out on top and Naruto will actually win. But that battle was not an easy battle to win. And Naruto didn't even get a chance. Neji wouldn't even give Naruto a chance to go into Sage mode. The next fight would be, next fight would be normally Gaara versus Sasuke. Now, I think that's what I want to do. Who will win the fight? Gaara versus Sasuke. It's all out. With the sand evading elite doesn't really happen since Kazekage is there. And it's actually being him. He decides to go against the plan that Orochimaru set up to evade elite. Not really wanting it to happen. But this battle, Orochi just failed. But this battle, Gaara versus Sasuke. Sasuke still wouldn't be able to go up against Gaara, and Gaara would win. Next fight, Kankuro versus Shino. Now, who would actually win this? We've seen them fight in canon, and it ended horrible for Kankuro. So I think Kankuro will actually win this. Shikamaru versus Temari. I still think Temari win this simply because of the fact that Shikamaru will run out of chakra. Since a competitor is missing, Sakura automatically moves on to the next round. And the final fight of this one would actually be when blasting the Source Garo spreading his sand out. But that's not a problem for Garo since he could just make more sand if he needs it. Which is what he's been doing this whole time, sending a massive sand tsunami at Naruto. But Naruto summoning, granting 8 shadow clones, using a Rinnegan in their eyes, pushing towards it, and summoning Eeno Ting with that little orbs he have, and blasting the sand away. Just blasting the sand away. And Gaara makes it even more smaller though. Instead to use Gaara, and because Kage want to stop the match, and Naruto's going to die if he does it. And Minato says not to, and no one's scared. It's already a barrier around containing and protecting everybody. Minato says don't worry about it. But are you saying your son's going to die? Nah, he got this. I believe in him. With Naruto calling on Kurama chakra, and his eyes missing that of face mountain Rinnegan. And he jumps towards Gaara. As the fight continues, Gaara gets more and more rage to the point where he creates becomes almost full tail beast mode. And that Shikaku's out. Naruto is simply dodging Shikaku attacks. As Naruto's time by Gamabusa, transforming it into the Nine Tails. And people notice this in Nine Tails. And Naruto, in a rage of fury, making thousands of shadow clones, pushes towards Gaara, calling it an Uzumaki barrage, or a Namikaze barrage, pushing down Gaara with the almighty push. Eeno passed all the paths to Naruto. Past to Naruto. Pushing towards down on Gaara, or Shikaku at this point, causing him to take much damage. As Naruto makes and John with Shingon, as just for a moment, a flicker of when Naruto Kurama is Hank, a flicker of golden energy, unlike any other enhances tail beast. Enhances Sabang, being a hint of something greater, maybe in the near future. Blasting its horse down Gaara, causing Shikaku disperse, waking Gaara up, and eventually leads to him passing out. As soon as this happens, Minato steps in and fits the seal of Gaara. And a long time in ages, Gaara sleeps. He sleeps peacefully. And that's ending the first fight of the seconds in your journey exams. The next fight will be Sakura versus Tamari. Now while I'll do others, which showing the show that Naruto just went on for everybody else, Sakura not wanting to hold back, and she goes full force towards Tamari, able to avoid Origins power through her win. Not being a problem with Sakura hitting the ground, making earth spikes, sending them towards Tamari. And Tamari just barely avoid them. As Sakura blinks, granting the little techniques she got, forces all the chakras into her feet, and jetting jets power into Jungle Fury. Jetting towards her opponent, hitting with a mean right hook on Tamari, sending her flying into the wall, knocking her out. Next fight. The next fight would be Chino versus that's sadly nobody else I do. So only three contenders left. Final fight would be a battle. Whoever wins this battle will go on to face Sakura. And Shino knowing he can't win this, even though he tried and feels he put in enough effort. so that people know he's ready enough to become a Jonin. He decides to forfeit, knowing he decides to forfeit, not really wanting to lose most of his colony. Since it's going to be annoying to go back. Final fight between his Sakura versus Naruto. Now this fight is intense. Neither with Naruto obviously having the advantage, going full force. They decide to end the battle in one huge way. And one use Glasser's techniques. And then gets smooth clears. Naruto comes out on top with Sakura knocked out, causing Naruto to actually win the Jonin exams. Now the people to actually win the Jonin exams to get promoted to Jonin is Naruto, Shikamaru, and Chino. You know what's true? Sakura and Sasuke. He decided to promote everybody, even made it to the finals of the Jonin exams at all. To Jonin, since he's seen a lot of their skills and know they're ready. And they all ended up passing, becoming Jonins. But that's what I'm going to end this part off right here. Hope you all enjoyed. Peace out.